I would say that 90%, maybe even 95% of couples f***ing hate this. Hey everyone, Aaron here with some fresh new gig logs, and make sure you stick around to the end. I am going to do another PB&J segment, which is basically 2 songs that I'm going to mix together. I'll show you how to do it. I had a double wedding weekend, Friday and a Saturday, and on Friday it was at a venue that I had been to a couple weeks ago. Now the load-in was a little bit difficult at this place. They just kind of opened up their new buildings. All the walkways and stuff were still gravel. I think eventually they're gonna do cement, but it's still gravel. So load in, I brought my rock and roller and I couldn't even use it. There was no point. You know what that is, trying to pull that thing through stones. So I had to literally unload everything from my trunk and bring it up the stairs into the venue. I know I'm coming back to this place, and I thought to myself as I'm packing up, no need for the rock and roller, there's just no point to it. Boy, I wish I could have just gone back and just stuffed that in the trunk, because when I got there was a different guy running everything, and he was like, hey, yeah, you just pull right behind, there's a nice little ramp, and you can just kind of cart all your stuff up to the venue. Well, I got no cart, so I'm lifting and bringing everything up the ramp. Lesson learned, take the rock and roller every time you do a gig, Aaron, come on! These guys had an idea which I thought was pretty cool, and it actually worked. Now, you know that when you go to weddings, people like to click on their glasses, and the couple has to stand up and kiss. Come on, bitches! I would say that 90%, maybe even 95% of couples fucking hate this. And sometimes it feels like guests find the worst time to do it. It's like as soon as the groom took a huge bite of chicken, so he's got a mouthful, she's eating, took a drink, and they're like ting 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 ting, and they gotta stand up and chicken kiss. A lot of times couples will look at me and they'll be like, that's enough. We're not doing this anymore. These guys did something interesting. They had what they called the kissing menu, and it was set up on like a nice, maybe like a poster-sized board that was right by the head table. After introductions were over, I went over this kissing menu with the group and basically walked over to it. I read through all of the things, explained to them how it worked. It was funny, the first group to do this decided we'll do the love song, and they just started singing Happy Birthday, and the bride was like, that's not a love song! And so they had to sing another love song, and they decided on I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. We went with that one. It's kind of a love song, I guess. We went over this during our final consultation. In my head, I thought as soon as I introduced this to the group, they're all gonna be like, fuck this, we're not doing it. But to my surprise and to the bride's surprise, we did a couple of these, and it went over really, really well. It was actually pretty fun. I have figured out a tell for the group, and that tell lets me know, is this gonna be a good party? Is this gonna be a good dance party? And my tell for the group is the introductions, the grand entrance of the party. If that goes well, if I get a lot of energy, if I get like a good group out of that, I usually tell myself, okay, we're gonna have a good party. Come on, make some noise for Eric and Kendra! I'm gonna let you guys know some things that I do, maybe some fresh ideas of you to shake it up, make the introductions just a little bit more interesting, or I think go better for you. And the first thing is, instead of getting on the mic and saying, how's everybody doing tonight? That call to action is going to generate the lamest result. And you know that that's how it works. You go, what's up everybody? I'm Aaron, I'm gonna be your DJ and entertainer tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo, yeah, okay, yeah. And then you gotta be like, no, come on. How's everybody doing tonight? You know, you get a couple of screams from Aunt Linda in the back, who is already drunk. I found an alternative to that I'm gonna share with you, and you guys can take it if you want to, but instead of asking everybody how they're doing, I say, where's my party table at? And basically what that does is that gives the table, the raucous, loud table, that gives them a chance to be like, yeah, it's us, or competition in the room, no, we're the party table. Hey, what do you guys think over here? What about you, table 22? Are you gonna let them be the party? Is my party table over here? That kind of gives a little bit better of a response, and I do get more louds and cheers. And so at this wedding, when I said that, I got a huge response, and immediately I thought, this is gonna be a kick-ass party. Another tip for intros is first names only. I don't fuck around with last names. I don't wanna be like, okay, and Milo Milobrinkovic. You know, like, I'm not gonna deal with all that bullshit. First names only, get them in quickly, it's not a big deal. The other thing is, I have a phrase that I say right before each member of the wedding party. So instead of repeating the same thing over and over again, next up is this. I have about 8 of those phrases, and then I'll write the wedding party names right next to those phrases. So like, you know, make some noise, put your hands together, show some love. Don't put make some noise and show some love together, because I have accidentally said make some love for Jamie and Taylor, everybody. I've done that. What that does, that gives, you know, instead of it feeling super monotonous every time you were introducing a new couple, gives you something interesting to say. All right, that wraps up the Friday wedding. I'm gonna show you some dance clips. It was a total banger. Everybody had a great time. I had fun. It was one of those parties where you just could mix and play songs, and they were just super, super into it. My Saturday wedding was totally different than Friday. The venue was about an hour away, and the interesting thing about this spot was that the DJ and the dancing is all outside. When I was doing my consultation with them, they told me we were gonna be in a tent, which I've done before, which is no problem. This place, no tent, just cement slab outside. It was a kind of a cloudy day, and when I first got there, I was trying to figure out where the hell am I supposed to set up? And I met with the kind of the day of, and the coordinator, and the venue manager, and she's like, yeah, most DJs will just set up outside. And I was like, no, I'm not going outside. There was a little bit of a patio, porchy kind of area with the roof, and I was like, I'm gonna set up here. I'm not risking it all with the cloudy day of getting rained on. Also, if it was a sunny day, I wouldn't want to be out there either, because the sun is just going to be killing my equipment. So I went under the patio. The bummer with this setup is at about 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30, it just starts to rain on people. And then it didn't let up the rest of the night. Just rain. It would drizzle for a little bit, and people actually ran out and danced in the rain, which was totally awesome. And then I just realized this isn't gonna let up. So I went to the bride and go, hey, look, I can set up inside where dinner was, and maybe we just have like a mini dance. Are you cool with that? She's like, that would be great. So I grabbed my S1 Pro, my Denon Prime Go, really quick, took me like 2 minutes, set that up, and moved the dance there. Then the groom came up to me and he was like, Aaron, I really appreciate you trying to keep this party going, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap up at 10. I looked at my watch, it was 9:50. We were supposed to go to 11. You know, in my head, I'm kind of rejoicing like, yay, we're done early. And I'm like, no problem. I'll hit you with 3 bangers and we'll end this thing on a high note. Weekend bangers, for sure. Bottoms Up by Trey Songz was a total banger.
Bottoms up, ever see you come? Got a couple bottles, but a couple ain't enough.
And that came as a request to me from the weekend before. I played that sort of in my Hot in Here, Nelly, Usher kind of a vibe, and it really worked. I'm gonna give you a clunker too, a song that I have tried over and over again, and it just does not work, for me at least, Fancy Like. I've got a great country group up here. I mean, people love country here. For some reason, I've dropped that song with young people, with a hardcore country crowd, and they just look puzzled. They just don't know what to do with it. So, you know, I think it is definitely retiring to my dinner crate. I'm not playing it unless it gets requested, but I was hoping. It's got a cool vibe. It's kind of got like that hick hop kind of vibe. You know, it's not country, it's kind of poppy, but it just has not worked for me at all. Leave in the comments. Are you guys playing that song? I don't know. I can't get it to work. Let's do some PB&J. Today, I'm going to teach you a mix that I came up with while I was in Pittsburgh. I flew out there to hang out with my buddies. I'm originally from there, by the way, so anybody from Pittsburgh, what's up? This is gonna be another genre switcheroo. So if you wanna get from one spot to the other, like last week, I showed you how to get from Pour Some Sugar on Me into Shania, and you can watch that video right here afterwards. Today, I'm gonna take you from Lizzo into Queen. The mix that we're gonna do today is Truth Hurts into Bohemian Rhapsody. Let's go. It's peanut butter jelly time. Let's do it. I've got Truth Hurts in deck 1, intro outro version, got that from BPM Supreme. And in deck 2, I got Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the Danny Diggs redrum, and I got that from DMS. Don't DM me asking me for these songs, get them yourself. Here we go, I got Truth Hurts right around the end of the song, Bohemian Rhapsody at the end here. So here's what they give you. Right into it, right there, right? Let's wrap up Truth Hurts here. I'm gonna wait till she says Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. Truth Hurts out here. All right, before YouTube tags me, I don't want to play too much of that song, but that is our PB&J. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this and you like me, then you know what to do and just do that shit.